when you're filming something that's in tight capacity like this, I imagine that's very restrictive for you as a performer. So what was it like navigating all of the emotional, I imagine, highs and lows of this episode while also being physically constrained in a way that you normally aren't on a show like Chicago Med?
It was wild. It was, it's, I think one of the most challenging experiences I've ever had, maybe the most, in lots of ways. Just, it was, there's only a handful of scenes that I'm not in the episode, for starters. Two, half the episode was shot on location, which is something that we don't really do on Chicago Med. Three, that just happened to coincide with an Arctic blast in Chicago, so the temperatures were crazy cold. And then once we did move to the stage, we were shooting on these really cool sets that our crew built. But it was super, super tight. And I was in there, you really had to be selective about when you're getting out of there. And it really did help heighten the stakes. There are some really emotional scenes. I think the audience is going to be taken on a pretty good ride this episode. There's a really great scene between myself and Oliver, a Dr. Charles Ripley scene that happens at the perfect time and is quite emotional. And then there's also another really great emotional scene with I'll just tease an actor that you wouldn't guess would be in this episode. Is in here at the perfect moment for Ripley.
What is the thing that you are most excited about for people to see beyond this episode?
I hope that people enjoy seeing Ripley try to rise up from the ashes. I think if he's going to survive, and that means, beyond, the life or death scenario, if he's going to survive, mentally, he's got to do a lot of work on himself and he's got to win back a lot of trust. And he's got to be honest with himself and the people around him. And I think that's really interesting territory to explore.